Presidential election years like 2020 always have the largest voter turnout, but it's the smaller elections that often directly impact your schools, your streets, and your day-to-day life. All the more reason, our next contributor says, to vote in every election. Here's Ira Burchad from the Frisco Democratic Club with My Voice, My Opinion.
Decisions are made by those who show up. All politics is local. These aren't just phrases, they are reality. When people say that the 2020 elections are the most important of our lives, it's true. But every election is important. Voters may hear the words Congresswoman, state rep, county commissioner, or city council, but what they should be hearing is better schools, humane immigration policy, accessibility, and civil liberties. Voter turnout has been embarrassingly low. Let's change that. If you want a say in what happens with your tax dollars, then vote. Make the time. People who don't follow politics closely likely believe that the presidential election has the biggest impact. But people who do know that local elections have the biggest impact. Cities, schools, roads, police forces, fire departments. Let's do better, Texas. In 2020, let's pledge to vote in every election, every time. I'm Ira Burchad, and this is My Voice, My Opinion.